Switching gears to weather, you and I are going to be,
lot
might
of
be
pressure.
wet on Saturday.
It could be wet. It's going to be a heavy rain the way it appears, so it may be more than just kind of a nuisance rain that we've gone many parades through. Might be heavy at times. We'll see. It's still early. Things could change and likely will as far as the timing goes, but most of the models are certainly indicating a period of rain at some point heading into the weekend. And of course, figuring out the timing and intensity is key. Right now outside, we're under clear skies. Boy, the weather this week would be ideal for the parades, including Friday. Friday evening parades will be just fine. 51 right now with dew points in the 40s, some 30s. Humidity, not bad. It's starting to have that more damp feel to the air as the temperatures continue to get closer to those dew points, but 30s, 40s, and low 50s outside. A chilly evening. We'll have another colder morning tomorrow. I think the dew points will probably come down a few more degrees, so we'll have temperatures probably close enough to see a little bit of patchy frost again, maybe more patchy than we saw this morning. And this morning was fairly widespread, so that dry air still in place and light winds. However, we will overnight and certainly during the day tomorrow start to see more of these high, thin cirrus clouds moving overhead. Not an overcast day, but more of that filtered sunshine that usually makes way for pretty sunrises and sunsets. So check that out tomorrow. Here come the clouds from the upper levels of the atmosphere. So these are the high, thin clouds. As we head further into the week, Tuesday into Wednesday, we'll be watching a little shortwave upper trough. We call these short waves a little weaker feature that'll sweep on through, bringing in a very weak cold front, not expecting anything with it, really just keeping the cool, dry air in place for the rest of the week, including Friday night. So parades Friday, no issues. Then we'll be watching a developing upper low, upper trough that will start to form showers and storms out over East Texas by Friday. That cluster of storms, or almost a line of rain, will begin moving our way on Saturday. So the problem is going to be, as we get further into the week, we're not going to be tracking a line of storms across the nation that we can better time out. This will be something that really forms and within 24 hours already moving over southeast Louisiana. So this is going to be probably tricky right until the day before and certainly day of with regard to the timing and intensity of the rainfall. Then this upper low kind of parks itself over Arkansas and keeps some cloudiness and maybe some light showers into Sunday and Monday. So Sunday, I don't think, as of right now, looks to be nearly as wet. Saturday looking to be our wettest day, and then started to taper off, but maybe a few lingering showers on into Sunday. GFS has that rainfall starting before noon, so even moving up some of the parades on Saturday really wouldn't help, as that rainfall is going to be with us almost all day long. This is going into Saturday afternoon, evening, some intense heavy downpours, and then finally pushing off after midnight with a little bit of that wraparound rainfall, likely still with us at times early on Sunday. Models are in decent agreement with at least that rainfall moving in at some point Saturday. The question is exactly when. Maybe if the Euro is more accurate, we don't get into the rainfall until late afternoon, early evening, and maybe pushing up their parades wouldn't be a bad thing. The GFS is saying, doesn't really matter if you go before noon, we'll already have that heavy rainfall around. Rainfall totals, a little different based on which model you look at. The GFS, far more aggressive with widespread 3 to 4 plus inches of rainfall, and the Euro really not getting into the rain until after the noon hour, and those totals far less, maybe a ½ inch to an inch, and then a few isolated locations getting to that 2 to almost 3 inches of rainfall. So the model's certainly not in agreement, and this is far from being written in stone, but as of right now, it would be a potentially wet day on Saturday. Dry, boy, ideal weather. Perfect all week long, including Friday night. Wet day Saturday, some of that wraparound cloud cover and maybe isolated showers as we head into Sunday and Monday. Doesn't look like it would be anything more than just kind of a nuisance, light, sporadic rainfall. Our rain on Saturday, again, could be potentially heavy at times. As of right now, our Weather Prediction Center calling for a marginal threat of flooding rain Friday from that system that develops over Texas. We're just outside of that forecast period for a flood outlook, but certainly with the heavy rain potential just to our west as that system is getting better organized, we could see a higher threat for some street flooding as we approach Saturday.